Eric Worre here. Welcome to GoPro Academy. And I have my buddy, the Blue Brother, Mr. Ray Higdon is in the house.
What's up?
And we're going to talk about Facebook Live. Hey, Ben, how you doing? We'll wait for a second for everybody to check in. As you're checking in, let us know where you're connecting from. That would be great. And also, I know there's going to be people who are watching live, and I know there's going to be people who are watching via replay. Mm-hmm. For both of you, we love you. For those who are live, we'll be able to answer some more questions than the replay people, but we'll even try and get back into the replay people and check out what you're dealing with if you get stuck or if things are happening or et cetera. So as we start, let me tell you about Ray. Ray's been around the network marketing profession since when?
My first network marketing company is 2006.
2006. And how long did it take before you became what you would call successful?
I was in and out from 2006 to 2009. In 2009, I was dead broke, personal foreclosure, $1 million in debt, chased by bill collectors, and I kind of had to make it work. And so I would say 2010 was, 2010, I think February of 2010 is when I became the number one earner of a company.
Okay. And fast forward.
Yeah.
That's 9 years ago.
Yep.
You make all this stuff happen. Like me, you built a big business, and you're one of the few people in the world that I kind of trust to my community that is in the generic training space.
Right.
And I think you believe the same thing I believe is if you're going to be a trainer in this world, you got to pick one side. You either have to be a trainer or you got to be a distributor. If you try to do both, it gets real challenging real fast.
Yeah, I mean, the challenge is, especially
a presumed conflict.
Yeah, presumed, and also, if you're building a business, and you're a trainer, it's tough to say, hey, leaders, share this with everyone.
Yeah, because
the likelihood of them really liking you and wanting to get in your deal, and then you created a conflict.
Right.
And so, not saying you can't, but it is a little tricky. We retired from actively building a team in 2016.
So 2016, so about 3 years ago, and he and I had lots of chats about that. And we've been friends a long time. And he and his wife came here to this island house. And just heads up, the internet here is really funky. If it goes out, we'll come back. But I'm just letting you know ahead of time that the internet here is funky, and sometimes it goes out. Now that said, Ray's written some best-selling books. He's a top trainer. He's one of the top speakers. And he helps people all over the world to grow their businesses. And one of the first, I think, there's others that have come on since then, but one of the first, I think, to kind of lean into social media a little bit more proactively.
Yeah.
So we're in the middle of this social media series, and I wanted to have Ray here because we just finished doing an interview talking about his leadership book, Freakishly Effective Leadership for Network Marketers. Go get that book on Amazon. Go check it out. I think you'll really love it. And refer it to a friend, give them a review, do all the cool stuff that you do. So I figured while he was here, we might as well chat about Facebook Live because we've talked about how to build a brand. We've talked about simple things like your cover photo and your profile picture and your bio, and what to post, and how to find people of like interests to you, and those types of things. We started to go into these areas. What I want to spend this week about, because you got a lot of experience here, is to talk about Facebook Live specifically.
Yeah.
So introduce yourself to this community and talk to them about Facebook Live generally before we dive into some specifics. And then we're going to give you some challenges as we go through this. So go ahead.
Yeah. So honored to be here. Always fun hanging out with the big dog, the Godfather. And so Facebook Live is definitely an amazing resource. It's just incredible. I have I don't know if this sounds weird or not, but I've done 1 to 2 videos a day for the last 9.5 years. And the reason is
Facebook Live videos.
No,
okay,
because they didn't have Facebook Live,
okay, got it.
A few years ago. And so,
I do a lot more lives now and turn them into videos than I ever did before. It was always film it on my flip cam or whatever, and then upload it later. Hope somebody shows up and watches. Yeah,
and so I think so if you take these different personality tests, they tell you kind of what your drivers are, and for me, it's impact, efficiency, and there's I forget the third one there, but impact and efficiency really come in with video. Memory is third. And so impact and efficiency in videos just make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And so you do something one time that hundreds of people, if not thousands of people can view it. And so videos always made sense to me. I think the big difference between if you started doing videos now versus when I started, and I started doing videos in like 2009, I didn't check my gauges, and I didn't have a little number up here that told me how many were watching. Now, to some people, it's very discouraging. So I
have one person watching, and they're my mom.
Yeah, exactly, right. So my first 6 months of doing videos every day, I barely got any leads. I barely got any sales. I barely got any views. But I actually wasn't paying attention to that because I was addicted to I had, like Mark Cuban says, have a commitment strategy more than an exit strategy. Like if I had actually looked at my 20 views here, 10 views here, 30 views here, I might not have continued.
Sure.
And I think a lot of people do Facebook Lives and they're like, oh, I only got 30 views because they're comparing themselves to someone else that gets hundreds or thousands of views. And
I'm not an influencer, or I'm not,
right,
amazingly beautiful, or
right.
I don't have a Lamborghini.
Right.
Or whatever. So
right.
Who wants to listen to me?
Right.
Talk about goat yoga. Or cupcakes.
Yeah. And so it's something that stop checking your gauges, especially in the beginning. Have a commitment strategy and ask yourself, does my daily routine make success inevitable?
Well, let's first of all, before we talk about checking your gauges and all that, let me show you how difficult it is to do a Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's my Facebook page. I click on the live button.
Mm-hmm.
I type in hanging out with Ray Higdon in the comments. Yeah.
Bam.
Then I say I'm done. I click on the done button. Then I can flip it around so it's selfie style. And I can go sideways so it's a little better. And I can go with Ray. And I just click on the record button, which I'm going to do right now. Hey, everybody. I'm here with my dear friend, Ray Higdon. Jessica and Marina are sitting out there. And we're just here talking about life, success, and especially Facebook Live in the era of low attention span, people wanting to scroll through something and find something visually interesting.
Yeah.
So and I'm actually hanging here with some of my friends who you'll see. Here's my friends inside of the GoPro Academy group.
Yep.
How to use Facebook Live with special guest Ray Higdon. And we're just showing them how easy it is to do a Facebook Live.
Yes.
So can we give these people a challenge on a Facebook Live? What should their challenge be for today?
Do a Facebook Live.
Do one Facebook Live
today.
On any topic.
Any topic.
Doesn't matter what they want to talk about?
Doesn't matter.
They can talk about their dog.
They can talk about their dog.
They can talk about the product. They can talk about their friend that they helped out. They can talk about being able to walk around the park.
One
appreciating their help.
Look around for like a book or something. I mean, one topic that
pick a book
we teach is ILT: invest, learn, teach. Invest your time, possibly money, to learn something, then teach it.
Yeah,
take the latest book,
learn something. Whatever you learned last.
Take 3 tips out of it. Do a Facebook Live on it.
Yes, and whatever you learned last through an event, a book,
and reference the book. Don't plagiarize.
Yeah,
reference
hold up what you learned.
Yeah,
and give people 3 things that you learned from this movie. 3 things like
whatever.
I could talk about. We watched the movie The Meg.
We did. Not
we watched,
together.
Yeah, we watched the movie The Meg, which is about a megalodon super shark.
True story.
And what I learned out of that movie is Hollywood and the world in general want the rich people to be the assholes of the world.
Yeah.
Like it's evil to be rich.
Yep.
And I decided that's what I got out of that movie. And I decided I'm not falling into that trap.
No.
It's okay to have money. You can help other people. It's okay to contribute to the world.
That's right.
Okay. So that's our lesson. Go out and do it. Hey, if you did it, do me a favor and comment below that you did it. Okay.
You do need to wear blue though.
That's you got to wear blue. We're the Blue Man Group.
Or you didn't do it.
We got to do the head bob.
Is that I don't know the Blue Man.
You haven't seen Blue Man Group?
I have. Do they have a bop?
They do. They pop their heads.
That's Night at the Roxbury.
No, it's Blue Man Group. Go watch it, man.
No.
It's true.
Nice.
So that's an example of a live. How hard was that? That is now posted on my site. You'll be able to go see it.
We gave a little challenge. It was great.
Yeah, we gave a little challenge. We brought a little value.
Yeah.
So we had people watch. That was on my personal page.
Yeah.
That's as hard or as easy as it is.
Yeah.
So you can literally click a couple buttons. You find yourself in a cool location, turn on a live and start talking.
Yeah.
Pick a book that you read. Give people one insight that you got from this book.
Yeah.
Okay. You just tasted an amazing wine. Tell them, rate this wine on a scale of 1 to 100. Give it your own rating scale.
Documentary, whatever.
You watched a documentary. You read a book. Or you bring some value and you curate. You brought it out to the world.
Yeah.
So you just did a live of my live. So you go.
That's fast.
Yeah. Boom. Boom. I'm doing a live of a live, and you're doing a live of my live doing a live.
That's crazy. Why am I not doing a live?
If somebody else did a live, we could have a chain reaction.
Yeah, it'd be crazy. Wormhole.
So, we talked about the fact that they get out there, people start to see it, and it starts to reinforce who you are as a person.
Yeah.
Right. And what I try to do with the different videos and everything else is, I read a book once. Did I ever tell you about this book? The name above the title.
What?
The name above the title.
Mm-mm.
You got to get this book.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to write down.
It's an old book. You have to find it like you.
Is this like a copyright book? Or?
No.
Sounds like copyright.
No. It's from Frank Capra. You know who Frank Capra is? The director of It's a Wonderful Life and Mr. Smith Goes to Washington.
I will tell you, though, It's a Wonderful Life is another example of bashing the
I know.
Mr. Potter.
I understand. But get the name above the title by Frank Capra.
Okay.
And he became Academy Award-winning director,
okay.
And he decided to try to be positive in a negative world and all this stuff. Now, he has one commandment. And his commandment in filmmaking is this: thou shalt not be boring.
Yeah, that's a good commandment.
So I don't care what you do. Just don't be boring. That's why I was goofing around with our head bobs.
Sure.
Goofing around with the blue shirts.
Yeah.
And doing live of the lives.
Yeah.
And, whatever.
Yeah.
Just get over yourself.
Yeah.
Be weird. Have fun. Or if you want to be super interesting, like I was watching a guy who was like, he was like a social media or like a online marketing nerd.
Okay. So you dress the part?
He's dressed like a nerd.
I like it.
Yeah, he's got a black suit, a little black bow tie, and the glasses. And he's
perfect.
So that's interesting.
That is interesting. It's different.
It's like, I wonder what his voice sounds like.
Yeah.
It's like, got to be like Revenge of the Nerds guy.
Yeah.
He's going to laugh like that guy honks. Like, So whatever it is.
Yeah.
If you're into goat yoga, do a Facebook Live of goat yoga and have some fun.
Yeah.
Whatever it happens to be.
I think the big one is you don't have to be an authority. And I think a lot of people feel like, that's what they
Connie says, I'm very boring and I don't have anything interesting going.
Do something interesting.
Have you read a book?
Yeah, read an interesting book, share your notes from it, go to the park, go to somewhere where it's interesting, take people on your journey.
Yeah. Go find an interesting thing in your local city and go find out 3 things about it. Go tell everybody.
There you go. Yeah.
All right. When you do a live, is it better to do a stationary background or moving?
You're saying the
should
background?
you be moving?
Oh, should you be moving? If you're going to do that, just try to watch how much you're bouncing the camera. Some people aren't going to stick with you there. For most people, it's probably better to be either stationary or maybe have it on a tripod and you hold the tripod, go to a different room. But for most people, if you're just getting started, probably stationary. And I would say, you want to take a look at your background and just, do no harm. A blank wall is better than a cluttered, crazy desk.
Like this?
Yeah, no, this isn't bad. This isn't bad. It's different, right? It's a different decor, but just.
And it's really, really high tech. Let me show you how high tech it is.
Bam. They're blinded.
It's so high tech. That's looking into the kitchen.
Yeah.
That is how high tech we are here, kids. When I first started doing videos 10 years ago, I had the equipment, man. I had the lights that would heat up your whole house.
Yeah.
I had the big fancy camera.
Yeah.
I had to edit everything.
Yeah.
I had to do all the stuff.
Hours later, here's your video.
Now you push a couple buttons and it's done.
Did I ever tell you about my first video? First official online video?
Tell me.
So I had a buddy, and this was probably 2008 would be my guess, maybe a little earlier. And I had a buddy that was teaching me online marketing. And so he's like, dude, you got to do videos. And back then I spoke at different events and I was a speaker. And so I'm like, all right, okay. And so I thought I got to really impress them, right? Like whatever I'm doing, I got to impress them. So I get in my suit, I got the red tie, and I didn't want to blow it. So I wrote a script. This is a true story. And so I have this script and I have definitely not as nice, but I have a laptop and, with a camera here, and I taped the script to the back, which of course it wouldn't hold. So I had a yardstick. I'm serious. Why didn't I put it against the wall? I don't know. And so I do this video. And so, here's the camera. I'm like, hey, do you struggle with getting leads? Hi, I'm Ray Higdon and I want to help you, blah, blah, blah. And so I finish it and I'm like, oh man, thank God, I finished it. Yes. And so I sent it to him and I said, hey man, what do you think? And his response was, LOL, you should totally post that. And I'm like, oh.
because it'll be at least visually interesting.
Yeah. And he's like, dude,
it's so bad that it's good.
I was spoofing. He thought that I did this on purpose, and it's part of we do a goofy happy birthday video.
Yeah,
but it actually that's actually inspired from that.
Yeah,
me trying to be serious with this video. So it's a little crazy.
So before we get into lots of ideas on what to do with lives,
okay,
I want to do that in a second. I want to go further on the live that I just did to my personal page with the challenge that we did. We'll do with everybody else here.
All right.
Why do you do them? What's the purpose in building a network marketing business? How does that convert into sales and recruits?
Sure. So the very first time, I don't know if you remember this, the very first time I spoke on your stage, I had met you maybe a couple of weeks before in Vegas at a different event, and you invited me to come to your event at the Green Valley Ranch. Yeah. And you asked me, in my head, I'm like, I hope he asked me to speak. I'd really love to be on that stage. And then you text me that morning, you're like, hey, dude, do you want to come up and explain? Do you remember what I talked about? I bet you don't. Yeah. Prospecting and marketing.
I remember you had a silver suit.
I didn't have a silver suit at that.
No,
I wasn't prepared. I did have a silver suit in Vegas. Yeah. So you had me describe the difference between prospecting and marketing. And so those are the two pillars of building any business, not just network marketing, but any business really. Prospecting is reaching out to an individual, online, offline, cold market, warm market, Facebook message, Instagram direct message, text, phone call, face-to-face, whatever, right? That's prospecting, me reaching out to one individual. Marketing is actually passive, and it's where you hope an unnamed individual reacts or responds to it. So if I put a flyer in the Starbucks, if I do drop cards, if I do a Facebook Live, if I do a billboard, those are all marketing attempts to get somebody, I don't know who, someone reaching out to me and to cause a reaction. And so you do videos to hopefully generate a lead, to hopefully get someone reaching out to you. And that's something that a lot of people, they do Facebook, those that do Facebook Lives, a lot of them are just doing it like it's a checkbox, like, oh, did my Facebook Live. Well, if you didn't encourage and entice and persuade people to reach out to you because of that Facebook Live, then I would question, did you actually do it? Like, you have to give them a reason to reach out to you and not just buy my product, because most people aren't ready to buy. About 2 to 3%, and that's a high estimate, is ever ready to buy anything. Most people need more information, and all you got to do is have a conversation.
Or they need to see you around.
More consistent.
Once.
Yeah.
It's like there's so many ads. Like, I see the ad, it's like, I know it's an ad.
Yeah.
I'm not responding.
Yeah. Sure.
And I know they're trying to get me.
Yeah.
And I'm interested.
Yeah. Not gonna do it. I don't want the mini bots.
But then I see it again.
Yeah.
I'm like, still not going to do it.
Yeah.
And I see it again and again and again. And I start seeing some social proof.
Yeah.
And then maybe a friend talks about it or uses it. I'm like, all right, I'll opt in.
Yeah. Check it out.
And I'll try it. We'll see.
Yeah.
A
lot of people are watching you.
And I'm the easiest sale in the world.
Yeah.
A kid knocks on my door to sell something. I'm giving him money. I don't even need the stuff.
No.
Just for the knock, I'll pay him.
Yeah.
But
for the boldness.
But if like, I'll give you an example. Brendan Burchard is so annoyingly good at stuff.
He's good. Yeah.
He's annoyingly good.
Yeah.
And we're friends.
Yeah.
That for a couple of years, I resisted opting into anything.
That's awesome.
Because I was so kind of annoyed.
Yeah.
At how good he was for being young and doing the stuff that he's doing. So,
that's awesome.
You know what I mean? I don't know if have you ever felt that? Or do you
yeah.
Like,
I mean,
no. I know what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I had resistance, honestly, until your event. I had resistance to Tony Robbins.
Yeah.
And I was just like, is he really that good? And then I go to your event, I'm like, holy shit, he's that good.
Yeah.
And so I've had resistance with people like that.
Yeah.
That have either a reputation or of just being really, really good.
So some of this is just, if you're out there, you're going to be in there. They might not be ready for something right now, but it's going to be a little drip in their mind. And you're going to be a person that they can reach out to, that they can really connect with, not just a brand.
Yeah.
A person that they can connect with if they feel like you're of like mind or like philosophies. So just being consistent out there is
big deal.
Is key. So I want to talk about different. I know people inside of GoPro Academy crave assignments. So I want to give them some assignments.
Okay. How detailed are we giving them? Simple.
I'll do one, then you do one, and I'll do one, then you do one.
Okay. We're giving them multiple assignments.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
I want you to
give me an example. Okay.
I want you to create a list of 10 different kinds of Facebook Lives you're going to do. Okay. 10 different kinds. I'll start with one kind.
Okay.
I want you to pick a book that influenced your life in some positive way. I want you to hold the book up, and I want you to tell your Facebook world 3 things that you got out of this book. 1 thing, 3 things, 5 things, pick the number of things, but I want you to give an online book review of that particular book. And use that as a theme. That's something you can do today. It doesn't need to be a book you just read. It could be a book that really impacted you at some point in your life at a particular time, and talk about why that book has had the impact. Okay. So what's another one?
Okay. And can I add one thing?
Yes. Of
okay.
course.
All right. So I want to help you out because people they don't understand getting people to reach out to them. And so same book, same assignment, and this won't be I'll pick a different one, but the same assignment, but share 3 tips. But tell the audience you have 3 more tips from that book. And if they'd like them, send you a message or drop a comment. Let me know. Drop a comment is less resistance.
Or you could say, here's one thing I learned from this book.
Yeah.
And I have 3 other things or whatever. If you'd like to know those, I'm not going to take your time, but if you'd like to know those, just send me a private message.
Give them a reason to reach out to you.
The other thing you can do inside of the book review type of a live is to say, tell me a book that had an impact on your life.
There you go. Get more comments.
And get the comments below, because people go crazy for that.
Yeah.
And tell me the book had an impact on your life and why. and you could start interacting with those posts, even in private message.
Totally.
Hey, thanks for that. This is cool. And you start a whole bunch of conversations inside of this.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
I got one.
That's one. I love the idea of an assignment that causes a person to reach out to you.
Yes.
Inside of there. All right.
Yes.
Next.
So I want you to think about what is something that people would be interested in that may buy your product, service, or join your opportunity, and think about tips around that. So let me give you an example. So a lot of network marketers are parents. So maybe it's parenting tips. I actually want you to not use your existing knowledge. Google blank tips. Okay, so it might be parenting tips. It might be how eating well tips, meal plan tips. It might be exercise tips. Google some kind of tips and get you a list, split it just like we talked about, and share. Maybe it's 5 tips on how to eat better, or 5 parenting tips to better raise your kids, and tell them same thing. Hey, I got 5 more tips. I found them on this amazing website. I'm more than happy to share with you the website and the remainder of the tips. Feel free to reach out to me. Feel free to drop me a comment, whatever you feel more comfortable about. But get in the habit of splitting the information. And notice, I'm not saying, hey, if you want to buy my product, reach out to me. I'm not saying reach out to your product. Get them to have a conversation. In that conversation, you can talk to them about product, service, opportunity, or whatever you want to talk to, but get them to reach out to you first.
Love it. All right. The third one is share one thing that shocked you about network marketing. Here's one thing that shocked me about network marketing. Or I always hated network marketing. Here's why I hated network marketing. Or one thing that was completely unexpected. I didn't see this coming when I got involved in this network marketing company.
Yeah.
And just go on and say, I joined for the product, and I joined for this, and I joined for that. But the people, the community, the like-minded group of people, the camaraderie is so amazing. The personal growth is so spectacular. Yeah. Whatever that is for you. This, I did not see it coming. Or I was a network marketing, a skeptic. Why I'm skeptical of network marketing. You can jump in there, and everybody's going to jump in on that and want to know why you're skeptical.
Me too.
Yeah, and you can start off by saying, you know what? When I was first introduced to network marketing, this, and this, and this, blah, 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 blah. But then I realized it was this, and this, and this, and this, and this. Couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
And then come up with some call to action and say, I learned these things, but the biggest one, if you want to know what the biggest one is, send me a message. I'll let you know what the biggest one is.
Awesome.
And what are your, what's your feedback? What's been your experience like? And just get the conversation going in that comment. So network marketing specific.
Nice. All right. So this will be a fun one, and this is an exercise we've given to people, and this is specifically designed to get you out of your way, thinking that you have to be an expert, credible, special authority. Pick a topic you don't know anything about, and go. You can use Google for this one too. Go Google some tips around something you know absolutely nothing about. Now, when we've done this in the past, and we've had women talking about shaving beards, we've had all kinds of wild things happen with this example. You'll find that it's so different from maybe how you've been showing up that a lot of times it will beat every live you've ever done. And so get out of your way and realize that, you mean I don't have to be special, credible, authority, expert, et cetera, and do something you know nothing about, and just say, hey, I was challenged today. You can use that as a reason, right? I was challenged today to do a Facebook Live video about something I knew nothing about, and I know nothing about changing spark plugs. And today I'm going to show you how to change some spark plugs. Do something different that you know nothing about and get out of that comfort zone.
Love it. Fantastic. All right. I got another one.
How many of these are we doing?
I don't know. Let's do 10.
Okay.
Can you get to 10? You think?
Sure.
You can get to 50. You can get
Sure.
to 100. I'm not going to make you do that.
Okay.
But we're going to get to 10 at least. Interview somebody in your company.
There you go.
Anytime you're in front of another person in your local, you go have breakfast with somebody who's in your upline or is cross-line, but they live in your town, or you happen to meet the company owner or one of the VPs of the company, or maybe even somebody on your team. Let's say it's somebody on your team that just had an incredible product experience.
Sure, totally.
Turn the phone on and say, hey, I'm here with my friend,
Yeah.
and I helped her or him create this incredible product experience, and I want them to tell you about it.
Yeah.
Tell me what happened.
Yeah.
Right? Or you go to somebody who's more successful than you, and you've been in this business. How long have you been in it? And what happened? And did you get off to a quick start? And
Great.
And just talk with them for 5, 6, 7 minutes and ask them, what's your biggest tip on success in life as an entrepreneur?
Yeah.
Or if you know a successful person outside of network marketing.
Sure.
I mean, they run a restaurant, they do this, just say, hey, can I just do a live with you real quick and ask you a couple questions?
Yeah.
So you started this restaurant. Why'd you start it? Was it easier than you thought or harder than you thought?
Yeah.
Oh, it was harder than I thought. Was it worth it? Yeah. Okay. What's the biggest lesson you have for entrepreneurs?
Yeah.
My biggest lesson is follow your dreams. All right. Fantastic.
Love it.
Thank you. And you're done for that challenge. But you can go upline. You can go cross line. You can go corporate.
Outside.
You can go downline.
Yep.
Right? You can go entrepreneurs or successful people outside of your network marketing company. Find somebody and ask them their keys to success.
Yeah.
What's 3 pieces of advice you'd have for people, or whatever it would happen to be? All right, you're up.
Well, and that's great because you're going to make the other person feel important and special too. And that's something that you should be working on. All right. So what we call like the X factor, and this is just an amazing thing if you can get it and you're willing to do it, and that is vulnerability. When I was getting out of foreclosure, I didn't want to tell people that. I wasn't wearing that on my sleeve. I wasn't announcing that. Hey guys, I'm doing this video from my house. I'm in foreclosure, and but when I realized that so many other people were going through different struggles, that maybe I should be vulnerable. Maybe I should share that I've lost it all and I'm just getting out of that situation. And I did. Everything took off. I mean, I started getting asked for interviews, started being asked to be on stage. I started having people tell me that I inspired them. And so vulnerability, what is something that you're willing to be vulnerable about? And I've seen people that share, maybe they've been in bad relationships and the kind of vulnerability of experiencing that. Maybe it's that, you in the past you've struggled with different things. My encouragement, if you're game to be vulnerable, and I'm telling you, I know people that went from very little views to just skyrocketed views by being vulnerable because so many people relate with them and resonate with them. The only thing is, don't leave them down. Right? So don't say I'm dead broke,
but you got to come back up.
And it really still sucks. So you can, if you're going to take them down, okay, you got to paint the vision of where you're going. Tell them, say, hey, I've been going through some tough times, but I'm really excited about where I'm going. And if you're going through tough times, it'll get better for you too. Right? Leave them on an up. Don't leave them down.
Yeah, I've seen a whole bunch lately that are just saying today is a bad day.
Yeah.
I'm really struggling today.
Yeah. You attract the wrong people with that.
Oof.
Don't leave them down.
It's okay to say, I've really been struggling with this.
Yeah.
But then I realized how grateful I am for my family.
Yeah.
I realized how grateful I am for my health. I realized this. I realized that. I realized I'm in control of the future.
I'm getting better.
I'm getting better every day. I'm unstoppable.
Yeah.
I win or I learn.
Yeah.
End there.
Yes.
That's really, really important. Okay. In the being vulnerable thing,
I just took mine.
The journeyman.
I
just want to comment on that, and then we'll both
sure,
on that one. On the being vulnerable thing, pick a time in the past that you were up against it, and you found a way to overcome it. The darkest time you can think of, and tell that story. When everything went smash, when everything fell apart, when the relationships went terrible, when there was the biggest health scare of your life, when when you didn't know if it was going to be life or death, when whatever it happened to be.
Yeah.
Take one of those times. When I was 13, here's what happened. When I was 22, here's what happened.
Yeah.
And what did you do about it? What did you learn? And how did it make you a better person? What advice would you have for other people going through a similar struggle?
Yeah.
Any type of crisis that's happened in your life.
Because more people can relate with that.
Can be super inspiring to other people. It'll be shareable.
Yeah.
Because people will think of somebody else that's going through that and share that message with them. One of the biggest watched videos that we've ever put out. You ever just see Tiffany Malot's video that she did on overcoming struggles?
No.
Holy moly.
Really?
Oh, it's unbelievable. I'll look it up real quick. Hold on. So Tiffany Malott was going through a divorce.
Right.
And she did this. She was on a panel. And she did this rampage.
From a panel.
From a panel.
That's impressive.
A rampage of a video, or excuse me, of a message. She was going off for like 4 minutes.
Wow. I now want to see this.
Yeah.
Tiffany's a powerhouse.
Oh my gosh. Hold on one second. If I play it on here, will they be able to hear it through the other thing?
I don't think so. I could be wrong.
Hold on, bear with me.
I bet one of your people have already posted
any
the link.
case,
like,
in any case, I will post the link inside of this comment thread.
Yeah.
So everybody can see it. But I just want to look it up because I know we've shown it many, many times. No, not that one.
Oh.
Bear with us. I want to get there. Come on. Anyway, a typical video, good video, is like 300,000, 400,000, 500,000 views.
Yeah, just that many.
Something like that.
Like all of yours.
Yeah, right. That's 500,000, 100,000, whatever. 200, whatever. Anyway, I will find this and post it for you, but I think it has something like 4 million.
Wow.
Views.
Wow.
And it's coming from her pain and her vulnerability and her just saying, I'm freaking done.
Yeah.
I'm done with this nonsense. I'm done with letting another person define me.
Yeah.
I'm just done.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And she just railed. Yeah, there's people posted the link.
I knew that would.
Yeah. Lisa Hubbard posted the link here.
Okay.
Go check it out. So the views on Facebook are just enormous because of that story. Yeah. Now, maybe my version of the next one is different than your version of the next one.
Okay.
The next assignment I have for you is your journey. Whatever it is, whatever your journey is, find a way to document it.
Yeah.
So if you want to learn how to make handmade furniture, document the journey.
Yeah.
If you want to learn to be a cupcake making wizard, document the journey. Who are you meeting? How are you doing it? Trial and error, mistakes that you're making.
Or grow network marketing.
Document the journey.
No one does this.
Would you like to follow me on my journey of trying to figure out this crazy thing called network marketing?
Yeah.
Just follow along with me, step by step, appointment by appointment.
Yeah.
I'm going to vlog this through a Facebook Live.
Yeah.
And show you what the process is like in case you've ever been curious.
Right. Yeah.
So today's day one. I just got my package. Unbox it.
Yeah.
Here's all the stuff I'm supposed to do. I'm going to call my upline, but I'm going to put my upline on a live and have them tell me, all right, what am I supposed to do next?
Yeah.
You know, and I tried the product, and here I'm trying it and doing all that stuff. The journey, documenting that, because people are curious. What is this network marketing thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my version of journey. What you're doing.
I mean,
anything that you're setting out to do.
Yeah.
Take them with you.
Yeah.
Put them in your pocket.
Yeah. I mean, similar. And I think it combats that whole, I gotta be great on video before I go, live on video. And so
it's better to be raw.
It is. Just imagine, ask yourself this. If there was someone that was like, hey guys, I'm extremely introverted, and I've decided I'm going to change my life, and today I reached out to 20 people. One person told me to go to hell. One person said they're interested. They're going to watch a video. Like, people would watch that. They would watch it. I mean, like people watch The Biggest Loser, right?
Yeah,
people
I'm scared out of my
Idol.
mind.
Yeah.
Watch me face my fear of it.
Yeah. That was actually Jess's first video. Is she did a video and she said, hey guys, I am terrified of video, so I am making a stand, and for the next 7 days, I'm going to do a video. Would you want to join me on a 7-day video challenge? Mm-hmm. And she really was. She was really nervous on video, and she knew she needed to get over it. So she's like, screw it. I'm just going to take people on my journey, and every day do a video. And she did it for a week. And so taking people on your journey is uplifting. Like you mentioned the furniture thing. Mm-hmm. I mean, I would love to see like the goofy first piece you make that looks terrible. Yeah. And then years from now, when you're just a master whittler and you just whittle stuff up and it's amazing, people will be able to go back and look at, wow, this is where it started. Right. And that's something I wish.
You see Gary Vaynerchuk, but he does it at a very high level.
Yes.
You can do yours with your phone.
Yeah, totally.
He's documenting his life with all kinds of fancy music, fancy editing. But if you just document what your journey is, what your passion is, where you're going, people are going to be interested in that.
That's right. Take the pressure off of having to be expert, having to be awesome. You don't have to be. Resonate with people. Let people believe, wow, this person's real. Yeah, oh, man, they sure failed today. Yeah. Did you see Joe's video? Holy crap, man! 2 people told him to go to hell. Right. Like that is real, and people want real.
Talk to people. A lot of people are asking about your 14-day challenge.
Yeah.
So. What essentially
did I mention it? I don't
know, but there's a bunch of people that follow your training that are in the timeline. Okay. So you're encouraging people to do 14 lives in 14 days. Yeah. A live a day for 14 days. Yeah. And that's what people are talking about inside of this challenge. Yeah. He provides some extra training with that, similar to training that you're getting here. Yeah. But then it's an accountability group to make sure that they do it, essentially.
Yeah. I mean, we teach transitions, marketing kind of psychology, how to get more leads, how to get people reaching out to you. And we have contests and things like that. But it's understanding how to properly use the tool. It's not just did my life, right? Mm-hmm. Which is better. It's better than nothing. I heard the Navy SEAL dude, Jocko. He's like, I didn't feel like doing it, but I forget how he says. He says it very well. But doing a live is definitely better than not doing a live. Yeah. But with a couple tweaks, for example, your title, right? You need to be able. You must at least try to stop the scroll. At least try. And some people, they'll go live with no title. Yeah. Right. And there's just no title there.
Unless you're dressed up in a clown suit, standing
or bikini, one of those,
naked in front of a Lamborghini. They're not stopping.
They're not stopping. And so you got to at least attempt to stop the scroll. And that might and think about what problem might you be solving, what education you're grabbing. Hey, watch me totally blow it at this whole furniture deal, right? That might get watches. You need to get people to stop the scroll and pay attention to you. And then also getting them to reach out to you. Those are 2 things I would have in every single live.
Now, can I share a pet peeve on people's lives?
Sure.
Stop begging.
Yeah.
Stop begging.
Terrible.
You get on, please like and comment. Please.
I really need
the love. Please. Please keep watching. Yeah. I see one person dropped off. Mom, why did you drop off?
I'm going to call her real quick.
Get back on because I need 3 viewers instead of 2 viewers. Yeah. Stop begging. Yeah. And understand most people that are watching this are going to watch it in replay. Yeah. They're not going to watch it online.
Yeah. Yeah.
So act accordingly.
Yeah.
if you're watching a live and you're watching a person say, tell me where you're from, tell me what your favorite color is, all this stuff for the first 5 minutes, if it doesn't have value, they're gone.
Right.
It's over. So get into it.
Yeah.
Have something up front, shocking, interesting, amazing.
Yeah.
Today I'm going to teach you how to change a tire because I've never changed one in my life.
Right.
Today we're going to try and catch a fish.
Yeah.
I've never caught a fish ever. I could have done one yesterday. Have you ever seen a Spanish dancer?
I've seen Spanish dancers. Yes.
It's a form of fish, kind of.
Oh, it's a fish. Oh,
it's in the water.
I've seen Spanish dancers. They're fantastic.
But it looks like a flamenco dancer without a head.
Weird.
It's got this weird little head that just comes up, and it's like it's doing a breaststroke. And it looks kind of like a manta ray, but in this really small, little, strange looking. It's like a huge sea slug. Is what it is. The biggest sea slug, but it's like this big. Anyway, we saw a Spanish dancer out on the reef yesterday. So if you wanted to, for fun, so did anybody ever know what a Spanish dancer is? Let me show you one.
That's right.
And pretty soon that might be trending on videos of people looking up when you Google Spanish dancer.
That's right.
Your video might show up because you have a video about one actually showing up.
Yeah.
So whatever.
Yeah.
In the first minute, if you haven't said something interesting, I don't care if you have 0 viewers. Get into it. Say something interesting. Get going. Get to the value. People don't have an attention span. Don't sit there waiting for people to hop on. Are you there? Are you there? Are you there? We're just going to wait a few more minutes. Not for me or not. I'm gone.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah, just know they're thinking, what's in it for me? And so this is why I never went to someone and say, hey, could you like my page if you don't mind, if you have a second, right? Yeah. What's in it for them? Why should they? Why should they like your page? Why should they watch the video? Tell them why. Stick around because we're going to cover this.
This person says, inventory your live stream backdrop area. I've seen some bad-looking bedrooms.
For sure. Yeah, no doubt.
Let's get some decent lighting. It doesn't need to be crazy. We have this weird lamp right here.
Yeah.
Because the sun's coming down too straight down from top to bottom.
Yeah.
So just get into it. Find some shocking or interesting comment.
Yeah.
And find something curiosity-driven. How important is curiosity in your subject line or in your description?
Sure. Yeah. Raise more curiosity than resistance.
Here's the weirdest thing about the movie Shawshank Redemption.
There you go.
How many people are gonna click on that?
Yeah.
Shawshank.
I remember when you saw the Hugh Jackman movie about
Greatest Showman.
Greatest Showman. I remember you did a review like immediately after there. You're like, I'm mad, and I did, and a popular movie. If you go and see a popular movie, that's great because people are like, should I go see it? Mm-hmm. Like a popular movie, like when I saw Bohemian Rhapsody, which I loved, I thought it was amazing, and we did a video in our group, and it was awesome. And so like take current events. If you watch Dr. Oz and that pertains at all to anything that you want to talk about, then talk about, hey, what I saw in Dr. Oz was kind of shocking yesterday. Did y'all see it? Mm-hmm. And talk about that. People that saw it will be like, yeah, I want to see their take on it. People that may like Dr. Oz, maybe they want to tune in. And so, movie reviews, TV show reviews, my take on Game of Thrones, but don't you tell me. Because I wait till the entire season, like normal people,
it's
right?
So
like logical.
Stupid. No. In the last season of the year?
Can you imagine?
In the last season of the year.
Waiting
every day for the next 6 weeks. There's going to be things dropping on you.
I'm not going to see them.
And you're going to see them. Your friends are going to tell you.
I got my blockers on.
Oh, my God.
I've done it for every season. I hate getting into something and then waiting.
I get it.
It's terrible.
But not in the final season. The risk is too high. I had to turn off my social media during the first week's episode.
I got my blockers, man. I got my blockers.
Which, by the way,
or Billions.
I
went on Billions.
I know Billions.
Billions. I'm also waiting on that one.
Now, listen, I understand some of you. I don't watch television ever.
Right. I am
perfectly
honed.
Read nonfiction. I'm reading Think and Grow Rich again. That's it.
That's all I do.
Movies are fine.
Yes.
TV shows are fine.
Balance.
Fiction books are fine. I think a person who reads can live 1,000 lifetimes. A person who does not read lives one lifetime. so many things you learn about personal experience, about life, people, relationships, perspective that you don't get other places.
Yeah.
You get from these other sources. I get great value from that. Sometimes in sports,
totally.
The Golden Knights are really in the playoffs. Stanley Cup playoffs again. Yeah, super fun. I've never been into hockey in my life.
It's such a good brand. It's a good brand.
It's a great brand.
Yeah.
I could build a huge following just on the Golden Knights.
Totally.
If I wanted to.
No question.
No problem.
No question.
Person asks, how much is the duration of the recommended for any live? As long as it's interesting, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It could be.
People always get caught up on
it. It could be 3 minutes and it's too much, too long.
Yeah.
It could be an hour and it's not long enough.
Yeah.
If it's interesting, it's fine. And
I'll give you a funny one.
You'll get a general feel of when it stops being interesting.
Yeah.
Like we're not quite there yet, but in the next couple minutes, we're going to be approaching.
This is all right.
We've given them enough.
Yeah.
Let's leave them hanging for the rest.
Yeah.
You see the light reflection in the TV. Yeah. See how fancy it needs to be? That's the moon back there. That's a solar eclipse.
Beautiful.
Right back there.
You're welcome.
Going live on personal page or business page?
Here's my take on that is, and it wasn't always this way, but it is this way now. If you're not doing ads, which most people probably shouldn't be doing because there's a few things you need to do that most people aren't willing to do. If you're not doing ads, you should be focused on your profile. I really believe that. But I got a funny one for you.
Go.
So as far as duration, so the shortest Facebook Live I ever did, to my knowledge, that I can remember at least, was like 3 minutes long. And the title was how to instantly increase the sex drive of your wife. Had a lot of views. And it was me making s'mores in the oven. True story. She loves s'mores. And that was the title.
Perfect.
People loved it.
One of my biggest watch videos. I was doing daily video blogs for forever.
Yeah.
And I was in Las Vegas and I was doing all day meetings, like 14 hours of meetings with the team over and over and over.
Yeah.
And I was exhausted. I was like, oh shit, I have to do a video.
Yeah.
So I turned on my flip cam and I put it up and I turned it on.
Your flip cam.
Your flip cam.
Nice.
Oh yeah. This was before you could do it.
Yeah.
So I went in front of the flip cam and looked at it and went, I had nothing in my head.
Yeah.
Zero.
Yeah.
And I looked at it and said, nope, I got nothing today. And then just went around and turned it off. And I posted it.
That's awesome.
It was like a 10-second video of like, I got nothing.
Like, wow, he's real.
I got nothing. Superhuman. Everybody was just like, this is the best video ever.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so amazing.
Yeah.
He has nothing.
Yeah.
And it was totally honest.
Yeah.
It's like, not going to happen.
But still did it.
All right. Still talking about Game of Thrones. Way too risky. Spoilers are everywhere. I'm crazy.
I avert my eyes.
Oh my.
And I love Game of Thrones. I will tell you though, I wasn't crazy about the last season. Felt they rushed it. I wasn't crazy about it. They missed a couple elements.
I'm gonna see if there's a few more questions. We got. What are they really crazy on?
They're what?
They're going crazy about Bohemian Rhapsody and Game of Thrones.
Love it. Bohemian Rhapsody, amazing. I now listen to Queen often because of that movie. Like I've kind of like, Queen's cool.
Yeah.
I actually listen to it now since that movie. It's on my Pandora.
How do you decide which language to use for your live? I speak 4 languages and live in a Spanish-speaking country. My friends are different countries.
Yeah. So my suggestion would, a lot of people, they really struggle because they look for what works. And so, language, they'll go to a company event and they'll hear about millennials and so like, okay, millennials, that's it. Then they'll hear baby boomers, right? And so they're constantly chasing what works. My suggestion when it comes to your marketing kind of infrastructure is, what do you want? Mm-hmm. What do you want to talk about, right? You can blow it up in any of those languages. If you consistently do it, it will work. Mm-hmm. I guarantee you. And so what do you want? And instead of looking at, well, which one, I got Portuguese over here, which one will work? All of them will work, but which one do you want? And I will tell you, it is difficult to, I struggle with this, and I'm a freak. I struggle to maintain daily pieces of content for multiple sites or multiple kind of thoughts. That was very tough for me. And so I would pick one and crush that. Yep. What do you want? And you keep doing it, it will work.
Yep. What do you think about people playing music at the beginning?
I mean, in a live, I just want to ask, what's in it for them? Are they getting value? Is for some reason the music adding value to them? Maybe. I don't know. I guess I'd have to see the scenario. There are definitely videos that are awesome with cool edited music and stuff, but a live, I'm not sold on.
Do you name your product or your business?
Me personally, I suggest against it, and here's the reason why. As soon as you say the name of your product, the name of your company, then you have enabled them to become their own investigative reporters. And so they're going to go to three things: eBay, Amazon, Google. And so they can now do all the research that they need, and that's what most people will do before they even reach out to you. And we know what they find when they look at Google, at least. The media isn't telling you about Officer O'Leary saving a cat. It's talking about racism, sexism. It's talking about the negative. And so Google knows that if there's some kind of controversy or some kind of negative press, that's what they're going to show. That's what they're going to click. And the worst thing is you won't even know that they even searched. Mm. And so I would much rather say, hey, I'm part of this company. I'm really proud of it. And we help people with blah, 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 blah. And I would rather them not have any option to Google anything. And at one point, when we were building, Michelle Pesco-Salido sent this to me one day, and she goes, do you realize this? And she sent me the Google AdWords thing. And at one point, 1,300 people a month were searching, what MLM is Ray Higdon in?
Wow.
Is that funny? Because I didn't talk about it. I was the gatekeeper. If they wanted to know, they had to reach out to me. Now, if they're in the industry, then they would find out. But I'm talking about the people that aren't in the industry, the people that I was trying to bring into network marketing. They couldn't tell it easily from the outside. Mm. And so they had to reach out to me. And let's say I'm doing a curiosity post. So I might say something like, so proud of my girl, Sally, started our program 14 days ago, already down 4 pounds. Way to go, girl. You can't Google, what is Sally taking? You can't. What do? You got to come to me. I won't even tag Sally, right? I don't want to give them multiple options because a confused mind doesn't buy. So I want them to say, what's she doing? What's happening? And then I get to have a conversation. Then I get to connect with them and know someone's halfway interested in the benefits of our product.
Person says, what technology are you guys using to stream right now? I'm using my laptop, my MacBook Pro, or you can use your phone, just as easy. It's just a little more stable.
I have never done one on my laptop like this. I'm not using Facebook natively.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't even know you could do it. Learn something. The techie here.
I'll go through and maybe we'll have Ray go through and look at some of these questions and all that stuff. Let me give you a couple pieces of advice. I want to give you an assignment and then I'm going to give you some advice. Here's the assignment. Ready? For the next 7 days till next Wednesday, I want you to do a live every day. Pick a subject, pick a topic, and go live. I don't care if you go live and just say, I'm going live because it's an assignment and I really don't even know what to talk about. But
we gave them lots of ideas.
We gave you lots of ideas, movies, books,
journey,
your favorite song. You pick it. Your journey, some cool background, some history of something.
Yeah.
Just find a cool location and something to talk about in it. One a day for the next 7 days, okay? And as you do each one, post them into the comments below or into the comments on the page and share the different ones. Have people look at the different ones. Share this with each other. You're great at coaching each other on how to improve when it comes to your skills. So that's the first the assignment, and then a little bit of the coaching, and then I'll let Ray close it up. The coaching is this. Don't get stuck in the weeds. Mm. Be willing to be a little bit messy for 7 days. Mm. Don't have it all figured out. Don't wait to get all the answers. Don't have the perfect title. Don't have the perfect theme. Don't worry about the perfect anything. Be willing to be messy. Be willing to be a little bit ugly. Be willing to be a little bit unorganized. To be willing to be imperfect. And just jump up and down if you got to make it interesting. Be a little bit weird. Get over yourself. Stop treating yourself so seriously, because nobody else is treating yourself that seriously. And any of the questions you have, should I use personal page or business page? Yes.
What kind of microphone?
What kind of microphone? Yes. What technology? Yes. Just go. You'll learn as you're going. I have guesses. This is sitting on a wine opener box because I learned that being down here is not as good as being up here. And frankly, that's a little bit too low, and it should probably be here.
That's nice. That's nice.
You know, it's just some crazy little stuff that you learn when you do it enough times. Right. But do you see either of us treating ourselves that seriously?
Yeah.
Nope. We're the Blue Man Group, man.
That's right. That's right.
You know, it's like,
This Night at the Roxbury.
No, you gotta watch Blue Man because they move their heads like this all the time.
Okay. All right.
And they paint their face with this weird blue paint.
I know that part.
And they spray their bodies with it. Did you know that? How they do it?
No.
They spray their bodies with this like coating, and then they put the blue stuff on top of the coating so it doesn't seep into their skin.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. See,
I could do
a Facebook Live right there. My intimate knowledge of the Blue Man Group.
Ray has a ring light for me. He probably does.
I didn't bring that or my.
You could figure that stuff out. You could figure out the book. Just be willing to be messy. Just do it. Yeah. Just do it. What am I supposed to do it about? What time of day should I do it? When is the optimal this? Right. When is the perfect that? Just shut the freak up and do it.
Yeah. Stop overthinking. No doubt.
Just go. Do one today. The day that you watch this, do one that day. Yes. I don't care what it is. Do one today. Pick a title and go. And then post it in here and let us know that you did it. All right. You get the final word. Go.
Okay. Final word. You know, when you are one concept we talk about is that when it comes to social media, there are what we call big hats and there's little hats. And big hats are people that have an existing following, that have influence, and they can talk about their, breakfast burrito, and thousands will tune in and drop comments and things like that. You need to understand that when it comes to social media and marketing, the tactics that may work for a big hat may not work for a little hat. And so ask yourself, are you adding value? Because that works no matter how big your influence is, no matter how big your following is, no matter how influential you are, et cetera, and so forth. Always ask, am I adding value? Am I teaching something? Am I solving a problem? Am I adding value and helping someone attain what they want, solve a problem, be entertained, et cetera? And if you're doing that, you're on the right path. A lot of people, they'll look at a top earner who will post, I love Grapey Grape, and 1,000 people will comment. Well, those aren't 1,000 prospects. Those are 1,000 teammates giving them a digital high five. And so just because that works for them, the big hat, doesn't mean it's going to work for you. You have to be clever in your marketing. You have to think, how do I make people curious? How do I attract people to me by offering value, and then connect with them, have a conversation with them? And if you're not getting a lot of engagement, if you're not getting a lot of comments, then start messaging the people that just sniff you in your general direction. Start messaging the people that just like your video.
People sniffing in your direction?
In your general, anything. Hey, would you be open to taking a look at what it is that I'm doing, right? And so, seriously, stop. If you're telling the audience and you're newer and you don't have a lot of engagement and you're saying, hey, drop me a comment if you want it, and nobody's dropping comments, but 3 people are liking it, reach out to those 3. Reach out to those 3. You got to realize where you're at in this journey, and you being good now, you being efficient with what you do have is very, very important and very powerful.
Guys, listen. If you're in a loud environment, do it anyway. If you are in weird lighting, do it anyway. If the internet's weak, do it anyway. If your life is boring, do a Facebook Live entitled A Journey into the Most Boring Life on Earth. Welcome to my world.
Mine is more boring than yours.
Let me show you the most boring life ever. The loneliest person ever.
Oh, man.
You come sit on my couch with me and eat Cheetos and watch, Dancing with the Stars. Have fun, goof off, just go do it.
It's not that serious. Yes.
It's not that big a deal. Have fun. The more fun you have, the better results you're going to get. Now, next week we're going to continue the series, but you might need to go through this one a couple times and get some of these different ideas. Put it in your journal. What I do is I put in my notes in my phone ideas on videos. Like one that I did,
too. Totally.
I did earlier today, which is things don't get easier, you get stronger.
Yeah, amen.
Things don't get easier. Facebook lives don't get easier, you just get stronger.
Yeah,
and that's what you got to do. In order to get strong, you got to face the wind a little bit. Wind at your back is not going to help you be stronger.
No,
the wind in your face is going to help you be stronger. You need some resistance.
Yeah,
let us be that resistance for you. Go do it. Can they do it?
They can do it.
Is it possible? It's possible. Go make it happen.
Yes.
All right. We love you very much, but now we're going to go sit on the porch over here, and we're going to talk about super secret stuff inside of network marketing that you're not, frankly, ready for.
Well, I'm definitely going to talk about them right there. Yeah.
Perfect. Let's do it.
And then that one too.
Sure, Brucey. Let's talk about her. Let's talk about Fraser Brooks and
there you go.
And the Brucey bonus.
There you go.
All right. See ya.
Bye, guys.